Hi guys, just disappearing off in one of those diversions or sidetracks that I seem to take. I was looking at these pop bottles, wondering if I could use them for wheels. Now, they're a little bit long as they are, so I've cut the top and the bottom off and then used sticky tape to put them back together, so they're a little bit shorter than the original. I'm just going to see if I can use them for wheels. Unfortunately, the one I started with is a different size to the next two that I did. It's a different shaped bottle. I can't make that any smaller. That one is the same size as those two, and then I've just emptied that one, or it's just about empty, and I think that's the same as the small ones, so I'll give that a quick wash out and then we'll cut that one up as well. The only thing is, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use for the body. Probably use one of them again, just for seeing if the wheels work at all. Yeah, that'll probably do. I'm not trying to make a record breaker here, I just want to see if the wheels will work. So, there's a nice seam around the bottom there, so I cut it around that seam there. And then I've drawn a line all the way around the top. So I'll cut that and stick it together, same as those two. That's just ordinary tape around there. And then I'll do that brown one the same. Right, first problem, they're too wide. Even cut down like that, the barbecue skewer doesn't go all the way through. So it's just going to flop around. I'm going to have to use something longer than barbecue skewers for the axles. Well, there we are. That's the wheels. They're not perfect by any means, but we'll put a rubber band on it and see what sort of distance we get. Well, first test, and we get wheel spin. Yeah, but it works. Going right a bit, that's annoying. I think that might be the wheels touching, because they're not perfectly round. Actually, I could space those front ones further apart. I'll give it another run and then I'll do that. I've just tipped some washers in there, metal washers, to give it a bit of weight. See if that helps. Well, that certainly improved things. I think we'll be pushing our luck to try and get the full distance, but I'm quite happy the way it is. They do work as wheels, not very well, and we really need them spaced further apart that way because they are rubbing against each other a bit. So yeah, it works. That was the short course, just up to the old doorway there, not the full distance. Summary time. What have we got? We've got a rubber band powered car, but the important thing about this one was I was trying out cut down pop bottles for wheels, and yeah, they work. Not very practical, but yeah, they do work. So if you're desperate, it might be something to try. Certainly not my first choice of wheel, but we've given it a go, and we've got a car that did about 6 meters. If it was longer, we could put longer rubber bands on there. The main problem I had was because they're so wide, I needed to use longer axles than I normally do. So that's one thing against them, they're too wide. So cut down pop bottles, top stuck in the bottom, or bottom stuck in the top, whichever way you want to look at it, and then just ordinary tape wrapped around them to hold them in place. Hole in the top, hole in the bottom, bamboo cane as the axle. In fact, the back one is a steel rod I've used. It just happened to be exactly the right length. Job done.